Hello everybody, good evening and welcome back to Valencia, Spain. It's the showpiece game of game day two, Group A, and it's Spain against Sweden here in the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Well, Sweden got a big, resounding win on opening day, knocking off Slovakia. Spain, however, lost at the buzzer by 2 points to Belarus. Vital game, to put it mildly, here on game day two, especially for the hosts. We just watched as Slovakia bounce back and beat Belarus, which means those two teams are 1-1. And if Spain win tonight, we will have all four teams at 1-1. And again, that confirms it right there as you look at the standings. If Sweden win, well, you know, things are looking very promising for the team from Scandinavia. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Zania Stewart. And you know what? They have this game here, and then we've got an off day. And I'll tell you, if you're a Spanish basketball fan, if you are a Spain fan, you don't want to go into that 0-2. But if you're a Sweden fan up there, boy, you'll be loving it in Spain, in Valencia, if your team wins and goes to 2-0.
Absolutely, I felt like Sweden did a sensational job yesterday. Absolutely, from the beginning to the end, I felt like all 12 players, pretty much everyone played, and everyone who hit the floor scored. So they had a balanced scoring to help the Elderbrink sisters. Frida Elderbrink had 17 points, backed up by her sister and her twin with 15 points. And then great help from Fontan, 9 points, 5 rebounds, and a real workhorse. This team worked very, very hard. They won 74-57 versus Slovakia yesterday. And then, so I'm excited for this game, Jeff. And then here with the host nation as they get called out. For me, you know, they only had 2 players in double digits, which is so surprising. I didn't think they played Spanish basketball yesterday. Ulvina, 11 points, and Endor had 15 points, and that was it. And you know what was a shocking stat for me, Jeff, yesterday? They shot 14 from 48 from the two-pointer. That was 29%. That is not going to cut it, and that's not Spanish basketball in my opinion. They played a real kind of gritty, dirty game, and they unfortunately lost by Belarus.
Yeah, you know what? We've celebrated Spanish basketball for so long, and we got to say it like it is.
Yeah.
That was a very poor overall performance by Spain.
Muy mal.
In my entire history of watching FIBA EuroBaskets, going way back to 2003, FIBA Women's EuroBaskets, that was the worst Spanish performance I've ever seen. How in the world could that have happened? And can they bounce back? I think they can bounce back tonight. Pause in the commentary for the national anthems.
Para Sweden. Now we listen the national anthem. A continuación mostraremos nuestro respeto escuchando el himno nacional de España.
Well, there's real pressure on Lucas Mondello in Spain tonight. They know that they did not put in a good performance yesterday, and especially for the veterans in this team, they've got to lift it. The referees, Amy Bonner in the middle from America, Martin Harzov from Bulgaria on the left, and Blaj Zubancic from Slovenia on the right. And
good set of referees tonight, which is great to see. For me, Jeff, like you said, just to carry on from there, they didn't play well last night at all, but they're back in front of their home crowd. Probably, no doubt, there will be 3,000 in the arena. That is the limit and the capacity of this one right now. And as we talk about Sweden, as we will start to see their starting lineups, no doubt there will be an Elderbrink sister in there. And maybe a Lloyd, maybe.
And a Fontaine. And an Istrom, I would expect.
Okay, I'm happy with that guess. Here we go. Way.
There you go. So we got it right. Fontaine, Lloyd, the Elderbrink sisters, Frida and Elin, and Alice Nystrom, and of course Lundqvist coming off the bench. The exciting Johansson.
Johansson, yeah.
And you know, these twins. Well, Frida Elderbrink here. You see what she did yesterday. 17 and 7 and 3 assists. And Coach Marco Crespi knows that perhaps the fortunes of this team relies on how well those two players play. And I'm guessing that certainly that is what his counterpart, Lucas Mondello, thinks. If we can cut the head off the snake, if we can take the Elderbrinks out of this, let's do that and force the rest of these players to beat us. And, you know, easier said than done, perhaps?
Yeah.
I don't know. But for Spain, Uvinha sort of emerged last night, started to carry the torch. Palau, obviously, Maria Conde in the starting 5 tonight, Laura Hill and Astu Indoor. Dominguez coming off the bench, Eleanor Rodriguez as well, Raquel Carrera, Cazorla. Yeah,
I hope to see Endor here. Perfect timing. She'll be the player to watch. I hope to see her a bit more this evening. She played a fair few minutes, but not as many as I would like. She had 15 points and was solid for this team for sure.
Well, last night, as we look at Lucas Mondello, they're talking to Laia Palau. Laia Palau became the player that played in the most games in the history of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. She's being honored now for that. I'm sure it's not what she wants to be thinking about. She wants to be concentrating on the game. Yeah. She surpassed the legend Semenova from Latvia, who played for those great Soviet Union teams. And it is remarkable. 69 games in 10 FIBA Women's EuroBasket. She played in that famous FIBA Women's EuroBasket back in 2003 in Patras when Spain had that stunning come-from-behind win over Poland to qualify for the 2004 Olympics. So many greats that we think about with Spain. Valdemaro, Aguilar.
100%.
But greatness and longevity and the impact and the spirit that she brings to this team is just remarkable.
Sure. And she would be the Spanish GOAT, that's for sure. She is impactful for this team and is starting right here. She is 41 years old, ladies and gentlemen, and she is still moving like the first EuroBasket.
Well, she said at FIBA, you know, the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2017, that was going to be it for her, but they've convinced her to keep playing. You can see that Sweden's FIBA Women's EuroBasket record against Spain has not been playing. You can see that Sweden's FIBA Women's EuroBasket record against Spain has not been good, 1-4, but of course not many teams have good records against Spain of late. And Spain have reached 1,000 steals, the first team to do it in the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Speaks volumes about how they have played defense over the years.
Yeah, but we've discussed before, this isn't the same Spanish team that everyone's used to. Yeah, Palau will definitely bring out, you know, her A game. Uvinha definitely felt her groove last night, so hopefully she brings, you know, that to the game. And then also Endor, the MVP. Let's not forget that. She won the MVP in the last EuroBasket.
Okay, good evening, everyone. And the jump ball goes over and hits one of our
cameramen,
our half-court cameramen right in the head. not what he was looking for, but anyway, he just wants to steal the attention, and it's going to be Sweden basketball.
That's his camera shot right there that you're looking at.
So Elin Eldebrink and Laya Palau guarding her and losing her footing, and Eldebrink immediately drives in, decides to take it back out, plays under control. Now they switch. Ooh, looked like she might have taken an extra step there. Lloyd from downtown, and Laya Palau chases down the rebound. And then it goes to Indoor. Good start for Spain. They want to run.
Fantastic run from Indoor, rim to rim. And Palau with an assist early.
And now a turnover. You know, if it won't be hard for Spain to improve on their performance yesterday, I can tell you that. And you would expect them, now that they have a game under their belt and to have their pride wounded, that they would come out fighting tonight. Uvinia. Palau out the hill.
Well, anything's better than 29%, so they're off to a good start, 1 from 1.
And Frida Eldebrink again misses an open shot.
Uvina asks for the screen, doesn't get it.
And down it goes to Indoor, and getting those high percentage looks.
Yeah, she just out-jumped Fontaine then, didn't she? She's so athletic, Indoor. I really enjoy watching her play.
And Lloyd blocked by Hill.
Hill is surprised with the ball on top of her head.
You can see what she was really in the wars last night. Had a bloody lip and didn't do too much wrong. The only thing she might have had was her arms were lowered at an angle a little. You know, she had a bloody nose. She had busted lip. She was putting it all on the line last night.
Yeah, but that's the type of player she is. She's tough, hard-nosed.
And Lloyd, out of all the Swedes, I thought she had kind of an off game yesterday. Jakobsova.
Yeah.
Was it Jakobsova who kind of...
I just felt like she just played solid, to be honest. I didn't really notice her.
I'd have to go back and look at her numbers, but...
Yeah, please do. Enlighten us, Jeff. Uvina here. Good
and
defense.
Eldebrink reaches in and... Yeah, good defense as indeed. Indoor turns, and Hill doesn't rebound it. That's some of our friends like, when you say Laura Hill, it's just like Hill.
Yeah, but I had a conversation.
H-I-L-L. But then, yeah, you went up to her after the game and you said, how do you pronounce your name? And she goes,
in English, it's Gil, and in Spanish, it's Gil.
There you go.
Sounds like Hill, but it's Gil. Lloyd here, nice little runner.
Indeed.
This is the Spanish that I like to see. Fast pace, running in transition, good defense. This is the Spanish I know.
Yeah, much better. Good hands by Lloyd, Conde from behind the arc, and Nystrom, who played for Luleå, the Swedish champions, corrals that rebound. Lloyd was 2 for 10 yesterday from the floor.
Okay.
She did have 6 rebounds and a steal. I think offensively she just wasn't that impactful. Here she is, though, already being more impactful tonight.
She heard you talking about her, Jeff. She said, not today, honey.
Just got to say it like it is.
Right.
Four-piece. And now on the baseline, nice shot, Uvina.
Great offense there from Uvina.
Frida Eldebrink using Nystrom. It's a little screen. Now she pulls up at the stripe and misses.
If she had hit that, Jeff, that would have been a highlight for sure.
Hill drives in, banks it in. And that was the other issue, is last night Hill was struggling to make her layups.
Much better performance tonight, first quarter.
Elderbrink drives in, and Elin Elderbrink. What an opportunity to have a great start to the FIBA Women's EuroBasket it is for Sweden. If they could knock off the two-time defending champions, they'd go to 2-0, and certainly would be the toast of a town back in Sweden, Stockholm or wherever, but Spain already offensively looks so much better.
Thank goodness, Jeff, because I couldn't take another one to my heart. All these fans that are finally back in the building. Elderbrink here with the ball.
It's good to get Conde involved.
Oof.
Oh, Elin Elderbrink, but Lloyd with the rebound. He gets it a drop.
Listen, Elderbrink has these guards and actually Endor on skates.
And the 17-year-old Johansson, the youngest ever player for Sweden out of FIBA Women's EuroBasket, getting off the bench to come into the game. She played very well against Slovakia. Here's Conde, the count. And Hill again.
Much better offense for Hill tonight. She wasn't really looking to score yesterday. She's more of a defensive player, but nice little layup and a soft touch there. Elderbrink to Elderbrink.
And reaching in and knocking it away. They had her surrounded Nystrom. It's Conde that brings it out. Spain already leading by 4. Conde.
It's quite a fast game, isn't it, Jeff? Up and down, not a lot of fouls called.
Not attractive so far.
There's only one foul called, actually, so far. So it's definitely a fast game.
Elin Elderbrink. And a foul called on Ovinia for the reach.
Hey, and Coach Crispy for Sweden says, let's call a timeout, and no fun, not a big deal, but just maybe to catch a breath. Sometimes you have to use those timeouts to just see that your team is a little tired, and it's a fast-paced game. This is what I expected from Spain yesterday. And that's what's great. I mean, it's a group stage tournament, so hopefully that loss last night won't affect them in the long run, and that they'll make it through, because they are a world talent, obviously defending champions of this tournament, and have some great, you know, they've got the MVP over there, they've got Palau, a living legend. So they've improved their start from yesterday, so I'm very happy to see that. And we'll see some Spanish highlights. Endor running the rim.
You know, we didn't really talk about the absence of Laura Nichols.
No, we haven't yet.
Another one.
Yeah.
You know, that Anna Cruz retired, obviously. A little bit issued a statement, wasn't really happy with how everything was, the situation, a little bit frustrated. Marta Jargai surprised all of us by retiring.
Yeah. So they're missing
in her
some
prime.
key pieces.
Alba Torrens is obviously COVID has knocked her out. Not that, you know, she was asymptomatic when she tested, but you know, then she wasn't.
She should be back for the Olympics.
Yep, and tomorrow ball day. So it's not like Spain have not had adversity, and they do have excuses. But then again, on the other hand, you know, we both kind of agreed, listen, you're one of the best teams in the world. You need to figure it out.
Immediately, and they seem to have heard us.
Elin Elderbrink and Johansson, wow, she's not shy, the 17-year-old. Maybe Crespi didn't want that shot. Entry pass, gets away. Fontaine, again, it's the little things, beating the opponent to the basketball. Oh, and the reach and the foul on Dominguez.
I said this yesterday, but it must be so fun to play with your sister, especially assist, look at this. Okay, little foul by Dominguez, but I would love to play with my sister. Sadly, my sister is not athletic at all. She sits on the sofa eating crisps and drinking wine. She's going to kill me for that one, Jeff. Elderbrink.
Rita Elderbrink, and they started hot yesterday, but they have not started hot tonight. You know, one other thing about Laia Palau, she actually played at junior level as well back in the European Championship for Cadets in 1995. Driving in, Uvenia, and Endor goes up.
Good solid stand there by Lloyd. Hopefully Sweden can just settle in here as Frida just sets the offense. Good hands.
Lloyd gets on the ground.
You know what? Endor coach there is...
Coach Crespi is pretty animated.
Yeah. You underestimate how long and lean Endor is. She's coming out there. That's a post player. Okay, yeah, she shoots threes, but she can move her feet and she's stealing the ball. She's coming out there, making it very difficult for the Swedish guards, as we see. Gil gonna take a break. Oh no, Endor.
Endor is, and Carrera is gonna come into the game. Yesterday, she made more frequent trips, or she made a lot of trips. What she would last like every 3 or 4 minutes, and then she'd go out.
She played, I think, a total of just under 25 minutes. So she was literally playing a few minutes. He was sub her out for a few minutes, but every time she came in, she scored. So I don't see her being on the bench for too long because they definitely need this win today.
Quevedo also earned the coach's trust coming off the bench tonight. She's in. Uvenia now, and Carrera kept it alive, but hit it into the hands of Elin Eldebrink. We talked about Frida Eldebrink playing professionally in Spain with Girona. Fontaine over to Lloyd from the right corner, and that was short. Spain, we've been stuck on the score for a while now, 12-8. Spain in top. And Uvenia, well, Lloyd, she lost her. And excellent work from Uvenia, 14-8.
Much better today. Uvenia has definitely started where she left off last night, but I felt like Spain just passed the ball around yesterday. Pass, you score, nobody wanted. Tonight, they're looking more aggressive.
Well, Belarus do have a habit of turning games into slugfest. And boy, Elin Eldebrink, short.
She had to shoot that one. She saw that their shot clock was running down. She's just saying, it's okay, settle down here. That was a quick sub by Endor.
So Cazorla also in the game, the Avenida guard. So both Avenida guards in the game now, with Dominguez as well. Dominguez, good! Well, that's got to lift the spirits right there for Spain. They've got a 9-point lead. They didn't come close to having this type of superiority or advantage last night. Yick in the game. Matilda Yick, here she is. She's got the ball. Frida Eldebrink goes behind the back and then loses the basketball.
Yeah, and Sweden's, you know, they're worried about Endor down there. Two are coming. A nice little move.
There for the follow. Endor, double-digit lead.
I told you about Endor. No wonder why she's the MVP. Solid.
Mondello barking away. Felt like Endor was fouled on the putback. Fontaine spins. Goes up strong, and a foul called on Carrera.
This is, Jeff, I don't know, her jersey's a little scrunched at the back, but Endor has a different name on her back now. Did she get married over? I don't know. Who knows? She has a different name, so hopefully, look. I just don't want to be calling her the wrong name, that's all. All respect for players, and especially when she's the MVP. Let's get it right, hey?
Yeah, she married Pop Fall.
Oh, okay. We know her as Endor. But hey, Spain has come out ready to fight this first quarter, put up 19 points, much, much better I think they only put up like 9 or something like that in the first half yesterday, in the first quarter. But they came out with the right energy. There's no doubt every single person on that team knew they weren't playing their style yesterday and wanted to come back with greater energy, which I'm here for. Fontan misses.
So Spain able to build on their lead. And they pass it to Indoor. Boy, what a difficult start for Sweden. High-scoring Sweden held to just 9 first-quarter points by Spain, who meanwhile had found a little bit of rhythm here in La Fonteta. At the end of one, Spain on top, 21-9.
Well, what's nice, these stats are going to be way better. 69% from 2, that's more like it, Spain. 9 from 13, 1 from 4 from the 3-point line, and 0 from 4, unfortunately. If they can just hit a few of those, Sweden will be back in this game. But a hot start for Spain, as we'll get to see the first quarter highlights.
So Indoor, as expected, has been the force that she was a couple of years ago. We expected this last night, and it just didn't happen against Belarus. Also, don't forget Hill came out and made some shots early.
Yes, she did. Yeah, just a whole better feeling in that camp, for sure. Like I said, they knew that wasn't them yesterday, and what's great about yesterday, it was yesterday, it's in the past. You've got a fresh day, get this game going, and then you've got a rest day also tomorrow.
And meanwhile, difficult start for Sweden.
Tough.
Read all about it, read all about it. Get that FIBA Women's Basketball app in your smartphone, and the answer from Crespi, he's gonna bring in Lundqvist, number 7. A real battler yesterday.
Oh yeah, we liked her, didn't we? She's not afraid at all.
So Elin goes out.
Spain look like they're in a zone, but they're probably going to be a little tricky here. Yep, into a man, I knew it.
Fontan. Just keeps going from bad to worse for Sweden. It was 12-8, right now it's 21-9. So a 9-1 run.
Trying to go inside to Indoor, they do.
And she is blocked by Johansson, but then as a foul is called.
That's tough for Johansson there. It's a tall order, literally, pun intended, for her to defend. I wouldn't mind seeing that, because I felt like it was a block, but lots of bodies in our way as Indoor sees the first one go through. I put her on 8 points.
Good pressure there on the rebound by Quevedo. But nevertheless, Sweden need to get something from the Outer Brinks. Frida's 0 for 3, hasn't scored. Carlos Lloyd.
I would like them to get something going to the rim, Sweden. They've shot quite a fair few shots outside of the paint. Get something to the rim, force the referees to call a foul. Two seconds on the clock.
Oh, wonderful play by Dominguez. (24-9), 15 points. Part of me is relieved that Spain has come out like this, because Nobody likes to see a team go through what they went through last night. It's okay to lose, but not in the manner that they did. And they certainly looked a lot better and making plays on defense like Quevedo, getting on the court. What a turnaround, what a difference 24 hours makes. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And now it becomes very dangerous for Sweden. They cannot afford to fall much further behind.
No, they can't have a points. If it comes down to points in this group, it's important.
I mean, it's not to suggest that they can't come back and win this game, but yeah, goal differential could be a big factor. And Cazorla rattles in the 3. A nightmare for the Swedes. There you go, Lloyd. Travels. Well, she tried to get the penetration.
I don't know, Sweden just looks a little overwhelmed right here, but then at the same time, Spain came out with even more intensity because of last night. So they're just getting the rift of it. They just need to relax, settle into the game, get some good plays to the basket there.
Right now, Sweden are suffering a Spanish backlash.
Yeah.
Quevedo drives in. Oh, I thought she had it. That was a good move from Quevedo. Lloyd goes around her. She takes it down low. Great defense from Raquel Carrera. Just held her hands straight up. Now Quirrell Casas, indoor top of the arc. Look at her go.
She says, vamos! We love it, Endor. You do it all, baby girl, do it all. Hits the big free, MVP-like. Puts her on 12. Wow, Jeff.
Matilda Yick. And then she commits the foul. I have to say, as much as you look at indoor shot here, indoor foul, as much as I did not expect Spain to come out and lose in the way that they did last night, I did not expect Sweden, after yesterday's performance, to come out and play like this in the first half.
Yeah. I think they've fallen into the scary Spanish instead of sticking to their game, which they played excellently yesterday. Subs are in. Hill is back in. And
Quevedo and Carrera are out. So Hill and Conde are back in.
Conde, thank you.
Fontan over to Binti Drame. And the lefty goes up. Looked like Cazorla blocked the shot. Look at Cazorla. Hands it off to Quirrell Casas. Over to Hill.
No.
And the pressure by Spain prevents Sweden from getting the rebound.
And the thing is, now Spain is feeling themselves. They're doing flashy moves. This is how they play, you know what I mean? Real, what's the word I'm looking for, Jeff? What describing should we call it?
They're in the rhythm, or they're...
No, I want more flashier than that. Come on. Suave or something.
Mojo. They've got their mojo back. Here you go. Binti Drame crosses midcourt.
Somebody's going to look to put a shot up here. Nice.
Oh, nice. Change of direction from Binti Drame. Wow. That was a top move out of the top drawer there. And now, falling over was Cazorla. Lundqvist was all over. Wasn't able to come up with the basketball. And again, Indoor, it's night and day for Indoor. She's playing like the FIBA Women's EuroBasket MVP of 2019.
14 points, 6 from 8, 75%. Lovely clip from Indoor.
Yek, an offensive foul on the 17-year-old Johansson.
Yek is another lefty, right? We have a fair few lefties. Yep. And number 10, Sweden, also a lefty.
Yeah, Binta Drame. So Laia Palau comes back in as you look at that sweet move from Binta Drame. And when you go back to that first FIBA Women's EuroBasket that Laia Palau played in back in 2003 in Patras, Greece.
Right.
It was in the third place game against Poland, and she didn't just play.
She balled
in this
out.
Incredible come from behind win for Spain. She had 18 points and really kind of established herself as one of the main players of this Spanish national team, and she has been ever since. Here's Conde driving in.
We didn't see that from Conde yesterday, and that's what we wanted.
I just don't even, I'm starting to wonder, are these the same players? They're unrecognizable from the team that we watched last night.
Day and night, for sure. They turned up tonight, that's for sure.
Lundqvist. Well, it's like you say, she was on the left side, and she shot it with her right hand. She's got to be comfortable using the left hand there. Boy, she was, that's a picture for Laura Hill, isn't it? That bloodied lip and everything, and here she is turning again. And for every miss they had last night, they've got to make tonight. They are shooting lights out. Spain shooting 16 of 26 now from the floor. 3 of 6 from three-point range. Bounce pass, that was right. Nystrom misses the layup. And nice handoff, Conde. Well, they call the foul on Yek.
That's unfortunate because Conde wasn't really going anywhere.
You know what's interesting, Azania?
Yeah, tell me.
We haven't even considered this.
Yeah.
Last night, the loss to Belarus and the way they played could have been the best thing that ever happened for this Spanish team. It might have lit a fire under them.
Correct. That you might be right because it's early in the tournament. You'd rather take your L at the beginning instead of the end, right? You're right. Lights everyone up from the 12 players, the coaching staff. We need more. The fans, you know.
Look at, no box out from Nystrom. Hill gets it. Hill, great footwork. Doesn't make the shot. Binta Drame slowed by Laia Palau and does the right thing by getting it to the guard. Hill has 6 points, 3 of 5 from the floor. That was.
I need an Elderbrink sister in immediately, Sweden. If you can hear me, sub.
Nystrom, the jump shot, rattles it in. Well, believe it or not, Sweden have been outscored in the second quarter. That was just their second basket, 16-4.
For me,
and we've got 2:41 remaining.
Right.
In the second quarter.
Yeah, this whole Spanish team is a whole new squad, and that's for sure. But we spoke about the Elderbrink sisters. You can't have both on the bench. I'm sorry, there's twins. You've got two. You've got the luxury of having two, and they are definitely an issue. Do you know what I mean? Spain have to pay attention to them. They bring a double. They can create off of any ball screen, and having both on the bench for this long, I don't like it. I can say that because I'm a player.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're not playing tomorrow, so you're not resting them for tomorrow.
Right, and also you don't want a huge margin gap with points, right?
And the way Spain are playing in indoor, you're going to have one unless you start getting some changes. Indoor with 14 points.
Yeah, she's playing outstanding.
6 of 8 from the floor. She's hit her only 3, and she's also got 8 rebounds. So if she gets a couple more rebounds here in this first half, if she comes back in, she'll already have her double-double, and that'll be a good night's work.
She sits for a while, catches her breath.
Pero Casas hands it off to Conde. I saw Conde play very well for Prague in the EuroLeague Women, and she did not look up to it last night. And I'm not sure about the injury to the right shoulder, how much that has affected her, but she's certainly come out looking better tonight. And she started. Also getting a first look at Paulina Herschler, and the 2 points.
Drame,
so Bita Drame has, she's impressed the first couple of
razzle-dazzle
days.
little move, yeah. Okay, back to Spain. Rodriguez with the ball.
Quiro Casas gets in.
That's too easy.
That's her game right there. And Hill reaches over and fouls Herschler. I don't know if they went back and looked at the game tape, if the coaches, Mondello, Spain, if they said, why did you not do this here? Because it seems like everything they should have done last night, they've already
improved on.
Improved, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I might ask him that. Did you watch game film from last night, or did you say
with the team?
Yeah, with the team, or that ain't us. We're not gonna watch that. Let's move on. Where can we be better? Let's make layups.
Lundqvist inside the arc. And when you see that, that's when you're like, the Elderbrinks need to get back on the court. Here's Rodriguez, and well, that was her reputation coming out of Florida State back in the day. Your old adversary. No, she was there after you left Florida.
Yeah.
Here's Lundqvist again. Gets inside, much better from her.
That's a tough finish there. That could have been a nice...
Look at that. Up ahead to Rodriguez. And the foul called.
Unfortunate, but she did a great job running back on defense. I wouldn't mind seeing that on the replay because that was tough to defend full court running speed. Rodriguez there earned herself, earned herself to a trip to the line though.
Do you think it's a case of Marco Crespi just so unhappy with how his starters played that he's like,
yeah, he sat them all, right?
If you're not going to do what I say, or if you're not, you're not going to get back in the game. I'm going to play with people that are going to follow instructions.
You're right. Their whole starters, because Lloyd, Elderbrink, Font, his starting 5 is on the bench. You are correct.
Shot clock winding down.
Not going to get a shot out.
Nope. So she held on to it too long at the end. She's got to be aware.
She wasn't. She had her head down the whole time. She's not looking to score or knows what's on the shot clock. Either way, a couple seconds differentiate the shot clock and the time.
So Spain trying to take it down as far as they can.
Here's the dagger.
And that is a dagger indeed, a first half dagger from Conde. And Nystром's shot, doesn't matter, it doesn't go in. It is a first half blowout for Spain. Wow, vintage Spanish basketball. Conde puts an exclamation mark on this first half for the two-time defending champions who were so soundly disappointing last night, losing at the buzzer to Belarus. They lead it 47-17 over Sweden.
And here's the half stats: 61%, much better. 14 from 23, getting to the line 4 from 6, and shooting 62%. 5 from 8 is all Spain. Winning the rebounding with 20-11. Sweden steals on the 5. Assists 16 for Spain. A much better Spain. I'm here for it, ladies. We bien. I am impressed. Endor is the way forward. Every time the MVP is on the floor, something positive happens, and no doubt she will be a highlight to the first half.
And after last night, I never thought I would say this, but now I see Spain with a chance to get into the top 6 and earn a spot in one of the qualifying tournaments for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup.
Right.
That's how poor they were, and it's also how strong they've been tonight, just to put some distance between that game and themselves last night. So.
Well, thank goodness it's halftime for Sweden. They need to regroup here. Let's talk about what is going on, because they are not playing their style of basketball. And, well, their style is 5 starters on the bench. That ain't a good start for anyone. So hopefully they can figure that out and come back with their starters and get their stuff together. But unbelievable. Here we see Dominguez crossover straight to the basket, and it's the Spanish. It's the Spanish doing the Spanish way, which we're obviously happy to talk about. It is 47-17. They've got the crowd into it. They've got their swag back, as we see Endor say vamos, and vamos to Sweden in the second half.
Yeah, it sets up a, as a tournament. Listen, I mean, Sweden, could they come back in this game? Yes. Certainly trailing by 30 points, you wouldn't think it's going to happen at halftime, but could they? Yes. We don't want people to not watch, but you also have to tell like it is. There is a strong possibility that we're going to have 4 1-1 teams.
Yeah, we will.
After this, in
after
this group.
Today.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Sweden has a win. Slovakia won today. Belarus has won, and Spain are going to win tonight. Wow.
Strong likelihood, yeah.
Well, yes. We don't.
I never write off the comeback.
No.
You never know.
But either way, let's go with that. So potentially this group becomes very, very interesting. So they'll all get a day off, and then the last group game will be the following day, which will be Sunday. Domingo, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sunday.
Spanish is
yeah, because tomorrow is El Sábado. So it's yeah, we get the day. They don't. We're not going to get a day off. I don't know about you, but I've got work to do. But the players will not have the games. But anyway, Spain on top, 47-17. 3-point shot. Itzikaba. Again, a chance to run. Here's where they might do some damage. Spain, open floor. Dominguez goes right at Bentley. Oh, she makes an incredible shot. Unbelievable. Falling down.
It's definitely a title contender in this championship. It's just,
good defense there by Belgium.
It's not easy to play a first game of the championship.
Whoa. Oh, nice no-look pass by Julie Alemán to number 23, Geldof, who just checked into the game.
Angelo, another 3, and Basic with the board. Seems kind of like Italy have run out of ideas a little bit on offense. Basic, and the bomb, and a 3-point play opportunity. Castagno, oh, look at the cutter, she gets swatted by Zandalicini. Brooks, the second time she's had a shot blocked in the last 30 seconds.
She volleyball spotted that, Jeff.
She gets it back, knows the handoff to Bentley. Shot clock winding down. She makes the trap. She gets over to space. She puts it up. Oh! She's made the shot. Lavinia hits the backboard. It is heartbreak for Spain.
What a shot, Bentley. Benvinguts a un grup públic, amb un estadi de 23.255 quilòmetres quadrats, obert 365 dies i 365 nits a l'any per a tots els esportistes del món. Benvinguts a la comunitat valenciana, la comunitat de l'esport. No és solo calzar podios, es subirse en cada escalón. No es solo hacer puntos, es atlética. No es solo ser un campeón, es también
Coach, you know Spain was going to react after their first game. They come out very aggressive. Now, how can your team react in the second half?
I think that what you say is smart because Spanish is the European champion. So yesterday they lost one game and everybody in the world expected that they play angry and tougher and tougher. And we try to solve the problem just without execution. That is the best way. I am really confident that our players like to play all together, and I think that now we have second half to show it.
You played most of the second quarter without some of your starters, some of your leaders, the Eldebrink system. Was there any reason behind that, and how much you expect from them in the second half?
I think that because when something went wrong, why to stay with the same to get them tired? Okay, so maybe I think that is a chance. Also, we are a very young team. Also for young guys to play against European champions. I hope that this is a big motivation also for the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, that was a great interview by Marco Crespi explaining why we weren't seeing it. He wants to develop the young players. He wants to give them the chance. He wanted the motivation. And also, if it isn't working, try something else. And he was honest. I don't think he came to Sweden just to play the 5 or 6 players. He wants to get everybody experience. And I can understand that, and sending a message that you know more is expected. You had to be ready for this backlash. We knew that Spain is the third, one of the top teams in the world. They're not going to take last night lying down, but I have to say I just did not know that if it was possible with Spain, because they were as bad as they were last night. It was an anomaly, wasn't it?
And also, this is a technical, that's the word I'm looking for, sorry, point from Crispy in the fact of maybe he knew this game was going to be crazy and they were going to come out all guns blazing, which they were. So you've got your win last night versus Slovakia, so you've got your critical win. You give your minutes to the other part of your bench, and then you play a tough game against Belarus and try and go for your second win there. To be honest, I've been in a tournament where I was playing Australia and we had to play them twice in the group stage, and then we knew we would cross over then with them in the finals, and we played everyone. My coach just said, we're going to play this as a practice. Everyone plays, you play hard. And we did. We lost, but we learned from it, and maybe this is what Sweden's doing, because there's no way you sit your 5 starters if you're truly thinking you're going to win this game. So it's a learning lesson. And it is the group stage, so why not? But he's back with his starters here. Elderbrink sisters. Fontaine, Lloyd, yeah.
Okay, second half action underway. The ball inbounded to Dominguez with Spain on top 47-17 over Sweden. That's right, Spain on top 47-17. And Marco Crespi looking for some improvement. And Uvinia pressured Callis Lloyd as she tried to bring the basketball up the floor. And she turned it over. So
energy and their physicality is still with them in the third quarter. Urbina with the ball here.
Well, ball thrown right to Fontaine. And she goes in, is blocked by Urbina, and it goes off of Fontaine and out of bounds.
And the referee has that right. Look, she blocks her and it comes off of her elbow. Great hustle by Urbina not to give up on that play.
2 consecutive plays on defense that Urbina has made. And yet again, talking about the veterans having to show us what they're all about. And Hill called for the foul as she raised her arms. And Elderbrink caught her, I don't know if she called her elbow, certainly her arm.
Endor there, poking the ball out of Nyström's hands. Endor has such long arms, honestly. Her hands touch her kneecaps, to be honest. Very, very long arms.
You know, Sweden can go on a 15-0 run right now, and they would be down 15 points.
Oh, right.
It is a massive, massive task. It's a mountain. Elderbrink swatted out of bounds by Endor.
Hey, you know I got pulled, Jeff. Upstairs, another top play, please. Block City, get out of here.
Now just remind me, you did not pick Spain to finish in the top 3, is that right?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
I did. Here we go. I'm kind of relieved because I felt kind of like an idiot after watching last night. And now I'm reassured that the real Spain has shown up.
Also, we don't know what's on the other side. We're here in Valencia, but there is another side in France.
That's right, they're playing in Strasbourg. And France right now on top of Czech Republic in that one. Here's Fontaine. Had to get it up before the shot clock. So neither team has scored in the third quarter. And I think what Crespi wants to see more than, you know, trying to win the game, he wants to see his team play like they're supposed to.
Correct.
Just probably like Mondello last night.
Could be a foul, yeah. Dominguez puts her hand up in the air and said, yep. Si, senor. That was me. Endor with that rebound. She's on 9. Okay, Endor needs one more rebound to get her double-double. I think she's going to do it.
Elin Elderbrink to Lloyd. Nyström. And boy, that was a weak pass by Frida Elderbrink. Elin gets it, ends up putting up a prayer, off balance.
literally the best Sweden has right now. Throwing up a pair as Ovina tries to dump it off. And she's angry at herself.
Ovina could have shot it.
Yeah, that's why she's really mad at herself.
So Ovina goes out. Well, she did have Nystrom in front of her. Still, neither team has scored, and we're 2 minutes and
30 seconds in, pretty much.
2.5 in. Free to Elderbrink. The Elderbrink sisters look very ordinary tonight. And that's probably exaggeration. They just don't look at all like themselves. And Nystrom that time out-hustled. Great work by Quevedo. That's Spanish basketball right there. Look at Mondello applauding his player for the hustle. This is what wins basketball games.
Right. And also, Spain is playing fantastic defense on the Elderbrink sisters. When they bring in Nystrom to screen, you got Endor, you know, hedging out hard on that screen. It's tough for the Elderbrink sisters to get a good look. And then an offensive foul on Nystrom. It's tough. They're not. I don't even think have they had a shot. They had a prayer, and Sweden can't have a good look at the basket right now. Tremendous defense in Spain.
Look at Dominguez go in, and Elin Elderbrink makes a play on defense. Let's see if that sparks Sweden.
Dominguez is upset with that. Nope, that's all ball. Good call, referee. Look at this, swipes down, all ball. Well done. Good no call.
That was an important play by Elin Elderbrink.
Yeah. I'll see the referee later and let him know that was a great call.
It might not win them the game.
No.
But she's now fighting, and that will be contagious. Quick pass, there she is. She scores, Elin Elderbrink. So the first points come more than 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. She's a fighter. They switch. Dominguez wide open. Cazorla, good!
Well, everyone's really filling it up at this point.
It's good for Spain because they all need to build their confidence. And Elin Elderbrink again goes right down the paint. She's now in attack mode. And I think if Crespi tried to take her out, she wouldn't let him.
She said, no, coach, I'm staying in.
The dump to Endor. Perhaps Johansson, the only player that would be able to go up and contest that. She's coming into the game now, or beat the drama. But Cazorla, you know, we just couldn't see any of this last night. The three-point shots just weren't falling. Nothing, absolutely nothing was working for Spain.
And everything's working tonight.
Everything is working.
Endor takes her 15th point now. All we need for her is to get one more rebound and she will have a double-double, but she subs out for Gil. So we're gonna have to wait for that rebound. Jeff, you having a coffee at 10 o'clock at night?
Fourth game.
Okay.
Got to keep the energy up.
I just want you to sleep tonight, you know.
Well, they beat the press, they get over, and then they pass it down low to Lloyd, who doesn't catch it cleanly and has to bring it back out. And Elderbrink, free to Elderbrink. That's free to Elderbrink.
That's the easiest shot she's gonna get, which is a very, very deep three.
Well, that's her range. She hit one like that in the first game as well.
She sure did.
Good hands, Lloyd. So, again, look at this. Elderbrink range is stepping off the bus. That's her range. Look how far back she is. Look at that.
Pretty much by the sign. Timeout. Well, Jeff, I got word from my mother. My sister knows about the comment I made about playing with my sister and her eating chips and wine. I'm definitely in trouble. Whoopsies.
That sibling rivalry.
That sure is, and I love it, and they love it. Anyway, timeout here. Fans are gonna get on their feet and have a little bailar and dance to the music, and the mascot, Lola, is out at halftime. 18 assists, 10 turnovers for Spain, which is quite a fair bit, but 11 for Sweden.
I think, you know, probably right now it's imperative more than anything for Sweden to just kind of play this second half like they know how.
Big block
just,
there.
And just say, listen, if we come out and played like this in the first half, we'd be okay. But, you know, Spain have just been everywhere. Endure. The way she played last night, it was almost as if she had stepped off the plane and hadn't slept for a day.
Yeah, and they were kind of protecting her, right? A couple minutes.
Something weird, yeah. It wasn't quite right.
52 points. That's for sure. That's a lot of offense. They're on their way. It's a very high-scoring game.
Midway through the third quarter. Yeah, Sweden would like to try to get back to 20. And good stand, and Cazorla didn't look up.
And Mondello there is like, what is she doing? We knew that the shot clock was running down, but either way, turnover. And back to the Elderbrink sisters. Eight on the clock, arcs for the screen.
Here she is. Frida was open, but it's going to be Fontaine that's going to put it up, and she's going to hit a three. Much better. So back to 25, the deficit. Conde gets on the baseline, whips the pass to Carrera. Cazorla, will it be another three for her? Nope. Lloyd with a chance to run. Get it to the guard. Get it to the guard. She's got it. That's her range. Is she going to let it fly? Nope. And Cazorla knows that's her range. And Elderbrink and Johansson scrapping, but the quick hands of Palau and Conde deny her from getting the offensive rebound and putback.
Good ball movement here by Spain.
Oh, look at the handoff. Now Palau for three. The crowd would have erupted had that gone in.
Oh yeah, it would have. All five players touched the ball there.
Fontaine spins. Oh, tough finish. Very nice. Sweden, best spell of play in the game right now.
And this is the style of Swedish basketball we saw yesterday for sure, Jeff. Playing hard on defense, good offense.
Here she is, Carrera for three. And the Eurocup women hero drills it. Plays basketball here in Valencia, as does Quirrell Casas. Elderbrink, Elin Elderbrink hustles to the basketball, but steps out of bounds. Lundqvist is going to come in for Elin.
Is that the first sub? Yeah, no, it's not. Sorry, excuse me.
No, Johansson also came in already. That was Fontaine's three-pointer.
Yeah. I like Fontaine, to be honest, Jeff. I think she's a solid player, does her job, dives on the floor, shoots a three.
If Sweden can turn the clock back and start this game over, what would they do differently? Obviously, you want to play well, but would they have a different mindset?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think so, but they finally settled into this game. It took them 3 quarters to do so. Look, see? This is the style that we saw yesterday. Look, running on the break, on time, big steps, and fouled.
And now the Bulgarian referee, watch this play. It wasn't that dangerous of a play, but yeah, she put her left hand on her when she went up. Pretty easy call for the referee to make. Rodriguez comes back in.
And also, you don't end up on the floor for no reason, Jeff. You don't go there for fun. It was a foul.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Well, they're chipping away. They were down 30. Now it's down to 26. This will make it
25, but she misses the first. She's grimacing a little bit from that fall, shaking her legs out.
Oh boy, rattles out. Life is cruel when you're getting blown out.
Hey, that's Endor's 10th rebound.
She's got it. She's the double-double already. And Quevedo, look at Uvini get stuck in to keep it alive. Now Lundqvist avoids the defense, bounce pass, beautiful play, great break, Sweden.
Jeff, I'm enjoying Sweden now. This is what I was talking about. This is the style that we wanted. And now you think, well, why did you sit him in the second? Because he's playing them more now. Anyway, he made his point because they're playing harder, and I like it. Ovina to the basket.
Ovina passes to Rodriguez. Oh, boy, that's a killer. I knew she could shoot it. She just hadn't been making it, but tonight she's making her threes. And this will change everything if Leonor Rodriguez becomes the three-point shooter again.
Right.
So how many different players have they had hit threes tonight?
I'm gonna guess
6.
6, yeah.
1 second left. Let's go. Not this. We are not interested. We have to get.
So Endor has 16 points, 10 rebounds. She is the reigning MVP of this tournament. Spain shooting 56% and 62%, and 8 from 13. A really nice clip from the three-point line, and much better stat line from them. We're not going to harp on about yesterday because it is a brand new day and Spain is playing like it.
Remember, you have to be a top 16 to get to the qualifying tournaments for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup, and those will be held in February.
Fontaine there, she has 8 points, 2 from 4. She's playing solid. She's got the towel over her head and probably needs a break.
She definitely has some issues with her legs, the way she's got them taped up.
Oh,
have you noticed?
Taped up, yeah.
So I don't know what it is, but you can see she's not running comfortably. There she is again. Yeah. She's getting some ice put on those immediately. What do you think that injury is?
She probably just fell on it tough, to be honest. But she definitely has some sort of tendonitis looking tape on there, from my experience. Last minute here of action of the third quarter.
Johansson picks and rolls, but then they find Lloyd. Lloyd follows up the miss.
Well, shot clock went off, but they did hit the rim, so reset. And now they're going to play a zone. Or no? Yeah, maybe. No, man to man.
And free to Elderbrink. shows, you know, that'll be reassuring for Swedish fans to see her. You know, they just want to see Sweden, the real Sweden.
Yeah, the sisters have finally found their groove now, haven't they? If you don't look at the scores, we go backdoor, stolen.
Great denial. Oh, wonderful pass. Wonderful finish.
You know, if you don't look up at the score and you're just watching this game right now, this is a much better.
Casas.
The
way it's gone for Spain tonight, I'm surprised that didn't go in.
Right, they haven't missed at all, but a much better effort here from Sweden.
Spain lead it 58-35 at the end of 3.
And my third quarter stats, thank you. 39% for Sweden and 8 for 14. 57%, they're shooting a better clip at the 3-point line than the 2-point line. Incredible for Spain, a fantastic bounce back. But here, Uvina swats Fontane's shot out of here.
And you know, Spain, is Azania, just 5 of 16 from 3-point range last night. So that is a marked improvement in that regard.
Thank goodness, because I couldn't do another game like that. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm out of here if you bring that. But, you know, that is what a great team is all about. They bounce back. They're resilient. Last night was awful, and I'm going to stop. That's my last time I'm going to say that, because this is the Spain that I'm used to and want for the rest of this tournament. They learned their lesson, and they're bringing high energy. But also, okay, it's 58-35 to Sweden, but this is the Sweden that I saw yesterday also. That first half of Sweden wasn't their style either, so I'm happy to see they came out in the third and feeling themselves a bit more. What's up? You enjoying them dancers?
Absolutely, he was impressive. So, it's not the end of the world for Sweden.
They have
just like last night was not the end of the world for Spain, although to be honest, it felt like it. And they are back on the map, and certainly contenders on this performance. And especially if they can overcome the adversity that they have faced and have a decent showing here at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, it'll put them in a confident frame of mind before the Olympics. I mean, it's not like every team loses their star player right before the tournament and it wouldn't be disruptive.
True. Great point.
Drame, dangerous dribbling, has to dive, and then, you know, I'm guessing will learn from that. You can't sit there in front of a player like Quevedo and just kind of dribble it so carelessly. Unless you're an outstanding guard. You don't want to give those turnovers away. Oh, good hands by Lloyd. Great play, and she
off to the races. Uvina turns her over.
Yeah, Lloyd, I think sometimes perhaps the dribble isn't her strongest aspect of her game, and Endor punishes them at the other end.
Yeah, she gets such great position down low that you can't defend it.
And Frida Eldebrink, a little bit closer, but still certainly not on the three-point line.
And Uvina there just throws the ball, trying to get a fast break.
You know, I'm sure there must be so many clubs, so many universities in America right now watching this game and thinking to themselves, who is that number 22 for Sweden? And when they find out she's 17, boy, she's going to be getting some letters, isn't she?
In the post.
Yeah, here she is. I mean, she's going up against the MVP from 2 years ago. Lundqvist misses. There's Johansson, the player we're talking about, chasing it down. But look at the hands from Leonor Rodriguez. Look at the bounce pass from Casas. But Binta Drame now takes it the other way for Sweden. Eldebrink just needs a little bit of space. And there's Johansson with the follow. That's a player that you can develop. I mean, she is, it's not surprising really that she's in this team. Timeout Spain. If you think about the real pluses for Sweden, who they don't have Amanda Zaui, they don't have Regan McGarity, they don't have Louise Halverson. So that's opened the door for players like Johansson, Yek, and Nystrom to come in and really solidify their spot. Nystrom's going to be a better basketball player after this experience.
Fantastic, she will. She's played some really solid minutes. And also, Sweden's, okay, they're down 20 now. You know, they just played solid. They've just chipped away. Okay, maybe they might not win this, but they're going to be happy with their style and, you know.
Listen, you know what? Defense wins. And Spain's defense, especially the first half, was outstanding.
Yeah, they're playing on a string right
Sweden
now.
have played much better defense in the second half. Not necessarily than Spain. They've both been playing great defense. But the one thing that Sweden do have is they got three-point shooters. So they can cut into this 20-point lead if they can get some stops. Don't think about winning the game. Think about winning possession by possession, playing fast.
And they do play very fast, actually. As soon as Sweden gets a rebound, they're on starting the races, you know.
I like this as well, that Crespi continues to bring in, you know, some of the reserves to play and let them experience this and to see what he can get out of them as well. There is, wow, Cazorla.
Well done her to recognize they're worried about Endor, so she's wide open.
Eldebrink, and I'm almost surprised that she missed that.
She's letting it fly, baby.
She's hit 2 from that vicinity tonight. Look at the bounce pass to Hill. She whips it again to Rodriguez. This time, not the same result. Endor, though, stays with it and is fouled by Johansson. What was interesting to me was watching Kubai.
Yeah.
And I saw her after the game today, and I told her, I was like, man, you picked up your game since the last EuroBasket. And she almost sounded surprised, but she is a much better player. You know, experience really counts. So you look at some of these young Swedish players, they get the experience, and I think that's what Sweden want Crespi to do. They want him to build a program, not just to always rely on the same players. They're not going to play forever, you know?
Right. And it's so important you get this feel and touch because it's such a different speed than your club basketball. You know, European basketball and at the Euros is the toughest competition that you are going to play.
I don't think there's any doubt this is the toughest women's competition, continental championship. And you could argue that, well, it would certainly be up there. Look at Nystrom hitting that three-pointer. I was going to say even more than the FIBA Basketball World Cup, but when you bring in Japan, you bring in Australia, you bring in USA.
Yeah. Women's basketball is on the up, Jeff, that's for sure.
Oh, great defense by Frida Eldebrink. Look at Binta Drame, push it, hands it back. Oh, look at the give and go. The 1-2, wonderful basketball.
I'm going to clap for that one, Jeff, I like that. Unselfish basketball, well done, Sweden.
They've got it under 20 now, it's 19 points to deficit. Swedish pride, Cazorla, she misses the box out by Nystrom. Frida Eldebrink, again, Lundqvist.
Heat check.
And Elin Eldebrink is going to come back. Did she take that too quickly? She was open.
I don't know.
When you're coming back. Rodriguez again. Nope. And look at the great rebounding of Endor. And Hessler, well, called for the foul. So look at that. This is beautiful stuff right here. Binta Drame has impressed, hasn't she?
Yeah.
I watched some of her at the Olympic qualifying tournament. I wasn't that impressed. She's looked really good since she's been at this FIBA Women's EuroBasket.
I would have to agree with you. Well, that puts Endor with 20. Actually 21. And now 22. 22 points.
And that means number 45 now goes out of the out of the game.
Yeah, fantastic performance for her.
Okay, so Elin didn't come in for Lundqvist. I thought that was the move. Hessler misses from the baseline. Over it goes to Raquel Carrera. And Nystrom, another good play by her. Another rebound. Lundqvist, it opens up and she goes in. That was an impressive finish with the left hand. In the first half, she didn't try to finish with her left hand for some reason.
Nope.
And yet, she's got it. And again, it's back to a 19-point game.
They just need a defensive stop here, Sweden.
This has been a great game, I think, for both teams to play tonight. It's brought Sweden back down to earth a little bit. Oh, look at that.
But every
Quevedo
time,
for 3.
Every time they cut it under 19, Spain comes and hits a 3. Every single time. Either 3-pointer or indoor and 1.
Well, I suspect Spain probably think that they're not 30 points better than Sweden in the first half. So they will relish the fact that they really came out and started like they did. But I think Sweden they'll be able to get over this defeat because of the way they've played in the second half.
Right. And that's what you want. I'm glad they answered and found their rhythm and their swag back, because that's awful to play terrible basketball and then you go into a day off and you know it's a sour taste in your mouth. And so I'm happy that they've just kind of settled in. He's subbed, everyone's played, everyone's kind of got their you know, mojo back. Obviously the score.
You're still searching for that word, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I don't know what it is.
But I like the fact that you called on the S word tonight. Swag.
Swag. You
they
like
got the
that
swag.
It's an important thing, you know, Jeff. Swag, it's confidence, it's beauty, it's everything. And if you feel good, you play good, and that's for sure.
Elin Eldebrink. There she is to Lundqvist. And she got too far behind the backboard there, did Carrera. Look at that. Wonderful pass. Nystrom kept it alive. And then they scrap away. Hessler got it. And now the reach and the foul called.
Good hustle there by Sweden.
That was all hustle.
Yeah.
Both teams getting after it.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know what? Here, as we just see the foul, the call. 1 second. Referee isn't ready. The thing is with the Eldebrink sisters, they have scouted Spain. Every time she comes off any Eldebrink sister, anytime they come off a screen, there's a long, big hedge. And they're not really equalizing that kind of double team for a second. Look, watch this. Here comes the double. Boom.
Yick. Back to Nystrom. Look at him swing it. Just like in practice, but the hands were up by Quevedo, who's become a factor tonight. Oh, great defense by Lundqvist. Outstanding. Dominguez doesn't agree, but it looked to me like her hands were up. Watch this. Outstanding.
Good defense. Great call. Referees, I like it today. They need to
and it's exactly the type of thing Dominguez would do to another player.
Round of applause, yeah.
You got to appreciate the competition.
Yep.
Oh boy, look at the hounding defense of Ovenia. Lundqvist changes directions. Nystrom, she can shoot it. A little bit long. Good box out by Laya Palau. Laya Palau gave a lesson on rebounding on that play. Did you see that?
Yes.
She didn't go for the ball, she boxed out.
Yep.
And the ball goes off of Quevedo.
And Ick does a good job of defense. Lovely back-to-back possessions there.
Absolutely. Good defense from Sweden. 3 minutes, 4 seconds to go. Spain leading again by 22 points.
It's a foul.
Yick.
Don't call it, it's fine. Ovina pushing the ball to Palau.
Hill. And Eldebrink. And here we go. Well,
And another defensive stop.
Absolutely.
Well done, Sweden.
Competing on every possession, getting back on defense, just like Spain do.
Nobody can score right now.
Nystrom, open. She heard you.
Hey.
There you go.
Okay,
and back to a
Nystrom.
19-point deficit.
I'll be quiet. 19 has been the number that they keep hitting and they just can't get over.
You could have expected perhaps Crespi's team having trailed by 30 points at halftime just to get run out of the gym.
Right.
But he said we're going to be better in the second half, and they have been better, and it hasn't been because Spain have been worse. I mean, Sweden have just figured some things out.
Yeah.
Uvina. Wow.
Yeah, and they had that same play in the first quarter and the same shot and the same result.
Nystrom again. Good.
Same spot.
She can nail it. She's showing you why, one of the reasons why she's in this national team. Wow. Look at that, 3 of 5 from deep. Quevedo, good. Wow. High level second half.
Yeah.
Both teams. You probably look at the score and you just wouldn't think it was a close game. And it hasn't been a close game, but it's been a competitive game in the second half. Look at that. Wow. Yick.
Beautiful shot.
Matilda waltzes into that right corner and drills it. And the ball thrown towards Palau. Good read by Yick. And Heschler fakes the shot. Now she goes in and tries to get it from mid-range. So Spain now possibly will hold it up and just not even play anymore.
Nah, one more play. Why not? For the fans, Uvina, here she goes.
Every point counts. You never know. And she banks it in.
Told ya.
Here you go. Sweden want to get something here at the end as well. And they get it right back. Nope, she misses. So, Spain reign once again. The real Spain shows up at La Fonteta in Valencia tonight. 24 hours after walking off the court, like having experienced something that they never thought they would. They have battled back and won tonight over Sweden 76-55. All 4 teams 1-1 in the group.
Very interesting group, Jeff. Sweet Caroline's on. They're happy, and they should be, because they were the Spain that we wanted to see today. España, as they clap to the crowd. 3,000 in the building today. And soon I'll get my end of the quarter stats.
But you know what? Let's give Sweden some credit again. You know, you just have to emphasize it was so ugly for them in the first half, and they battled back and did themselves proud in the second. You know, they won the second half by what, 9 points?
Yeah, and 53% from the 2 and the 3-point. That's a lovely little stat there. 38 rebounds. That will be no doubt because of that girl Endor, who had 11 and 22 points. Outstanding. That is your MVP from the last EuroBasket. She played a great game today, which I said, because yesterday she had 18 and she didn't play that many minutes. So here is the second half.
You know, and while we watch these highlights, let's talk about now the prospects of Sunday.
Yeah.
Because we have any number of things that can happen, but essentially what's going to happen is the 2 teams that win are going to go through.
Right.
That's the beauty of it.
Wow, yeah, because everyone
They'll
has
be 2-1. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's winner take all on Sunday.
So we will
so
have
Spain will
Sweden.
take Slovakia.
Yes, thank you.
And Sweden will take on Belarus.
Correct.
And it doesn't come down to points. It doesn't come down to anything.
It's who wins goes through. Nice.
Simple as that.
Simple. That's how life is. If you win, you go to the top.
So
either way, I'm really happy for Sweden, even though that's a tough loss. I'm just glad they found the momentum and, like we said, the swag in the second half for them. They can build on that. They'll take the day off. So will we, and they'll watch some film. And actually, what's so nice about the day off, it gives you extra prep time. You don't, with a tournament, you don't have so much time to scout and you know, get yourself together. So with that extra day off, they'll really get to lock in Belarus scout.
Yeah, I think when you say day off, they don't have a game, but they'll probably relax a little, but they'll also have some. Yeah, you tell us. You've been through there.
Yeah, you might have a light practice shooting, but nothing too crazy. Obviously, 2 games back to back is a lot of minutes, and if you're a starter, you might have played, you know, 80+ minutes right now. So lots of hydration, a stretch, maybe a little pool session, but mostly will be all mental. It will all be film, scout, and getting ready.
So a little pool session. So you really think they're going to play some billiards, or?
I can't with you. Swimming pool.
Ah, right. Okay.
It's the luxury of being in Valencia.
Yeah, could go for a swim in the Med.
Yeah, but I think this group has turned out quite exciting. No one thought, you know, Spain was going to take the L last night with Belarus. Belarus then comes in tonight and loses to Slovakia.
Yeah.
So wide open for all 4 teams, which is exciting for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for Spain, you know, they kind of established themselves as contenders for a top 6 spot.
Right.
That'll get them to the Women's World Cup qualifiers. Contenders, probably, if they play like they did tonight, for the most part, contenders for a spot on the podium.
Correct.
So Spain, Belarus, Sweden, and Slovakia, a dream situation for us and for everybody, really, the neutrals. All 4 teams 1-1 in Group A of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket after Slovakia win today over Belarus and Spain defeat Sweden. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday. We'll see you back on Domingo.
Adios.